Hi guys, welcome back to the video. Today we're back in Warrington. Remember last year we came from Manchester? Now it's time to go on. We're going to be following the Warrington to Widnes line, lower level. The highlight being an amazing explore around the now defunct Fiddlers Ferry Power Station. Bring it on! Right, as you can see in the background, that is Warrington Arpley signal box. That's where we finished the trip last time, remember. So let's follow the line and let's find this new Warrington Bank Quay lower level. Right, so as we're looking over the bridge here, we're looking down on Warrington Bank Quay low level. So remember, this went underneath the big station that's still standing. It curved round and, like you say, took the coastline all the way through to Widnes. So here we are coming up to Crossgate signal box. Now this was the original site for the station. This was the first station that was built here. Unfortunately, lower level hadn't been completed, so they had to build a temporary station, and this is where it was located.
Still there.
On the right here, there used to be some sidings to the Bank Quay soapworks. On the left here you'll find the Mersey Tube Works, which had loads of its own personal sidings. Right, here we are, the next signal box down on the line, covering this level crossing. While I was there I met this guy. Apparently there used to be a load of quality engines past here.
Yeah, we used to come and photograph the Class 60s working down here to the power station. Such a shame it hasn't got much traffic now, although the lines are still used. But they're not too regular these days, the trains. But it was only a few years back we used to go up there, sit by the canal, just photograph all the MGRs coming and going, Class 60s mainly. Before that was Class 20s. And it's probably its future's not looking too good now, all the power stations have closed.
On the right here we had Mersey Rivet Works. It passed the back of the box and it led to this massive complex, the ironworks. On the left here there was again that massive complex. It was the ironworks with loads and loads of sidings. It goes all the way up the line for about half a mile.
Hello again. We've come as far as Monk's Sidings now. This was quite a busy area. Since I was last here, they've built houses up at the back, but there used to be an hill at the side of the railway here. And it was only about 10 years ago I was photographing Class 6s crossing on this crossing, going in both directions, when the power station was in full belt. There's still a crossover here. I suspect there's only one line used now though. But we'll move along up line anyway, so if you want to follow me.
Where these houses are is where there used to be some sidings. There is no more, I'm afraid. And here's an aerial shot looking from the other side of the bridge. Apparently near the Sankey Bridge station at the moment. Coming up very shortly. Looking back towards Warrington.
Hiya, we've drove down this far now. This is the old Sankey Bridge railway station. As you can see, the old platform's still in place. Last time I visited there was two platforms, but I think they seem to have removed one now, so there's only one left now. So we're going to move towards the power station after this.
Nice bud box. Pretty overgrown as usual. So these are the old platform edges. As you can see, they've just been whipped up and luckily not discarded, so they could easily be put back should anybody wish to do so. Here, the old gradient marker. Unfortunately we haven't got the two ends to it, but like a jigsaw puzzle, I'm sure it's here somewhere. Shame really. Like you see, there was a station on the other side, but looks like it's been dug away. Right. As you say, plenty of these slabs, but no signs of a station building, I'm afraid. If you look in the back there, you can see where the wooden edging was. So this wasn't a very, very wide station. Just like it covered the basic needs of the line. And that's where we're heading next. So at the back of the station here, there was a very big complex called the Mersey White Lead Works. Again, it had massive sidings and a lot of railway connections. On the left here, there was a small goods yard serving all the general needs of a small station.
Well, we've got as far now as Penketh Ferry Bridge station, and it used to be here. Apparently that's the old station house over there, but there's nothing left of the original station now. It's all finished.
So this is the original platform, and this was the station building in front. Now if we keep on going, we're getting slowly towards Ferry Bridge. Fidlers Ferry. Sorry. So this is the site of the platform. You can see there how the mound is sticking out slightly. Not a lot of clues, but this was the site of the station, and like you say, the station building is still standing. That was told by my partner. Amazing. Here we are, a couple of 100 yards down the road. This is the main entrance to the yacht yard. We're very close to the power station now. I won't be surprised if that signal there was there to complement it. Here we are, Mother Nature 1, train spotters nil. It is absolutely mega overgrown. It's a quality piece of architecture there, but no chance of getting near it, I'm afraid.
The last time we come, you could actually walk out. There was no fences on the side, so you could actually just get on the ballast at the side of the track and photograph the coal trains coming out of the power station. I remember photographing that semaphore with one underneath it, but it's just so overgrown now you just can't get anywhere near it at all.
Here we are at the power station. Fiddlers Ferry Power Station signal box.
It's so overgrown now. I mean, we got more or less right up to that when we come in about 10 years ago. The coal trains were coming out of the sidings from the power station, and you could just get over there and take pictures, but you can't get anywhere near it now. The canal's overgrown. The signal box looks like it will be out of use now. Power station's out of use now. Another bit of British industry gone.
Hey, by gum. Welcome to Fiddlers Ferry, the power station that fed the northwest, but is dead and is due to be demolished. Let's check it out. Right, here we are at Fiddlers Ferry signal box. I'd like to thank Andrew the signalman for getting me permission to go round. Don't try it yourself or you'll be done for trespassing. So here we have the main entrance. As you can see, we've got the main silo ahead with a coal chute round the back. The head shunts, main semaphores, line going on. Went straight ahead. Shame really, this place should be mad busy. Look at it now. Home of its song for myself. And here we are coming up to the power station. Well, one of the sidings anyway. This siding finishes and then we'll move on to the next. And MGRs would come up here for fun. Look at all these holding sidings. Amazing. Oh, shame really. Box power station, everything will soon be history. All gone forever. Shame, shame, shame. Here we have the main drop that served for the limestone and the gypsum. So it used to take limestone in and it used to take the gypsum out. So there used to be a big massive conveyor that came from the furnace, and that's where it was all processed. So this is like the MDR kind of thing, but for the waste products. So here we have the line that fed into the silo, joining up with the main lines that went round to do the MDR kind of things, where they drop the coal. So this is the top end of the power station. All the sidings then came together to move back onto the main line. Wow, this is amazing. So here we have some of the main sidings. The one that served the gypsum is on the right. The one that served the MDR coal drop is on the left. As you can see, they're rather rusty and not used. Apparently this was originally the site of a station. It was Cuerdley Street Station, 1856 to 1858. Nice old school signals, still standing, still live. And we're still going round. Where are we heading up? I wonder what these posts are all about. What do you do for height restrictions? There's the power station, dead. Just as dead as these sidings are. Shame really. So if you notice these lines on the left, this is the start of the big loop. The loop that went round to serve the coal. So these are the main lines that went up to serve the main chute. So let's follow it round, see where it goes. Here's a nice road. I think it's private, so I don't think we'll be able to get any shots there. Here we go. Can you see ahead? That's them coal chutes I was telling you about. So effectively the coal was dumped there. There's two chutes actually. Wow. There was only one at the last power station I went to, so it shows how busy this place was. So as I say, double entry to dump the coal and spin it round. Here's a general overshot of the power station, and this is where we're at the moment. The part of the trip we're not going to walk is the one beyond the coal chutes. If you notice on this picture, there is a big massive loop beyond the chutes. The locomotives would go into the chute, slowly making their wound this route. Dropping their load, trailer by trailer. So once they finish this, they'd be pointing in the other direction, ready for leaving the complex. And so it got that lovely nickname of Merry Go Round, or MGR as they like to be called by us spotters. Right, let's nip back, let's see what clues we can find, eh mate? Right, walking back on ourselves. Oh, look at these little silent monsters, as I used to call them as kids. Look at them. I think there's at least 8. And this place is a piece of history now. No more power from this place. As you can see, we're walking back and it's still going on that lovely curve. Just in case you missed any shots, I'd say this will soon be a housing estate or something even more disgusting, I'm sure. There she is. Access to the line. So that's the British Rail line, as I called it, compared to here, which is the power station sidings. As I say, all these sidings are now closed. It is no more. Shame really. Instead of going back to that silo on the side, we'll follow these lines here. It's a bit more traceable. 11B, eh? As you can see, very overgrown. Beep boop. In case you want to go ahead, press the whistle. Right. All power points. No pulleys at all. And that's where that conveyor belt was. Look at the distance that travels. Right, so let's just keep following this down here until we finally hit the signal box. Of all the lines using this siding, looks like the most busiest. As you can see, it's the clearest. The rest of them have all got bits of veg on them and everything. Shame really. There we go, trudging along. It's a very long sidings this, otherwise I would have took them as stills, but you might be able to see the signal box ahead. That's Fiddlers Ferry Power Station signal box. Now coming back, and we're hitting semaphores again. Does that mean there was an original power station here and then they extended it and that's why we've got the coloured lights ahead? I don't know, but this is, as you can see, very close to the signal box. It does make sense. And so all the lines become one before going on to the main line ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plenty of shunties, plenty of dollies as we call them. But yeah, life is no more. Look at all these wires for the semaphores, still active. See here it's going to a head shunt and it's also got one which joins on with the main line. That is the main line that we're still walking. E-bar-gum.
Yeah, on this site here, that's where the Carter House signal box was, and you can see the sidings in front. Well, I'm not sure what that sidings were used for.
Was that semaphore active when you were last here?
Oh yeah, that were working. Because signal box was here, you see. And I think that sidings were still down and all. But as I said, there's nothing now. But at the moment, the line's still used. All this crossing's a new one anyway.
On the left here, we had a massive chemical works. It was called Sullivan Works. And it had, again, like everything else around here, had a load of internal sidings. Right, on the left here was the original route to Widnes. On the right you can see the line. That is what we call the Widnes deviation. Apparently they wanted a connection with all the main lines. Originally only went to one route, whereas LNWR wanted to connect with anything and everything. Hence they put in the deviation to create junctions here, there and everywhere. As we slowly approach Widnes, you can see here the remains of the Industrial Revolution. Shame really, but at least it's a testimony of what used to be. On the left there was a large chemical works called the Muspratt Works. Weird name. So if you look rather deeply up on the left hand side, that's where the Widnes locomotive sheds were. And Widnes South Station was just beyond that. Let's go and check it out. It's a heavy zoom, but that's where we were last time. Coming back here. And this site of Widnes South Station. Right, so here we have Widnes South from the front. This is how it used to look at the front from street level. So can you see these paths at the side? This was the location of the platforms. So it's same again, both sides. There was a subway that went underneath. There's a signal box here. And like you say, just where them trees are, is where the engine shed used to be. No signs of it at all, other than this railway track going through the middle. Nothing at all. And so we now come to the end of the trip. I hope you enjoyed the trip. And now I'm going to leave you with some pictures done by Nick Melling from 10-15 years ago. Enjoy.